Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Casey and Fred. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Casey's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred's using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Casey has done a great job here at school. He's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that they're going to be demonstrating for us is heeling. Heeling is most important for my clients who live in the city, as Casey does, and it's proper walking on a leash, not dragging you down the street, not forging ahead, and each time that you stop your feet, if it's to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor, he sits automatically without being told to wait for his next command. And he's doing a great job of showing off his heeling skills and his automatic sits. And you can see his tail is up and he's enjoying his training. The next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. Fred gives him the firm command to stay. The long sit stay when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. This helps to develop his attention span and maturity. When Fred returns back to his dog, for an additional distraction, he will walk all the way around him and return back to heel position. And every time that you return to Casey's shoulders, he expects to get another command. So Fred and Casey are running through the heel and the sit and the stay again for us. And I know that you're really going to enjoy taking your dog for a walk now because he really knows how to do this well. Fred leaves him in another stay, and the next exercise that we'll demonstrate for you is the recall, or the come on command. Fred uses his name in a happy voice and he calls him in. Casey should come in right in front of Fred and sit facing his knees. He shouldn't come in and jump all over you. And then he returns all the way back around to heel position, back sitting. Fred's going to praise him up. And that is your recall, or your come on command. And they're going to demonstrate that command again for us. Casey's doing a really good job. Nice automatic sit. Fred leaves him in a stay. Walks out. And then he calls him in.
Casey, come. Good boy.
And for a mature dog, he's done a really good job. Back to sitting, back ready for his next command. Now Fred's going to set up to do our down commands, and Casey has his own little twist on the down sometimes. But he's doing such a great job. We're really proud of him. And you can practice these exercises right in your home. Fred takes the open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word firm command to down. And then he leaves him in a stay. You always have to tell him what you want him to do. This is your long down stay from a heel position. Fred walks out to the end of his leash. When he returns back to his dog, he will walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay. Casey rolls over on his back. That's his own little twist on the down command. Fred praises him up. We're going to do that down from a heel one more time for you. And you can practice these down commands right in your home while you're watching TV or having dinner. Incorporate these commands into his everyday life.
No.
Now he got up, so Fred told him no and put him back into a down. That's all you do. You just immediately say the word no and repeat the command. Barry will be bringing Casey home for you. He's a good coach. He'll go over all this with you at home. Fred's going to call him in out of that down stay.
Good boy.
He comes right in front and sits. Then he goes back to heel position and sits again. Fred praises him up, and then we're going to attempt to do our down from a distance. This is a little bit harder command. Fred, always have your dog sitting before you attempt to put him into a down. Fred leaves him in a stay. This is the only time that we're going to use our right hand to give the command. And he drops him into a down from 6 feet away. That was perfectly done. Now we've demonstrated for you the heel, your automatic sit, your stay, your down from a distance, and your come. These are the exercises that you're going to practice with Casey when he gets home. We'll coach you on how to incorporate him into your life with his new sibling. We've really enjoyed having him. He's a good boy, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.